Hey everyone, this is Kristen Bramley, Independent Financial Consultant at Northstar Resource Group, and today we're going to be talking about prioritizing your debts. So one of the most common questions I get is how do I know when it's best to save and invest my money versus when is it best to pay down my loans? Now, regardless of whether or not those debts are student loans or credit cards or other personal loans, what we really want to know is how do we prioritize debt? How do we prioritize those additional dollars every month? So the first thing you can do is think of your net worth like a bucket of water. And the goal is to get that bucket as full as possible throughout your lifetime. Now, debt simply represents holes being drilled into the bottom of that bucket. So the question then becomes, is it better for me to continue to fill the top of the bucket with my income, with my savings, with my investing, or is it better to plug one of those holes that's represented by debt? To answer that question, we need to look at interest rates. So we break down interest rates of all debts into three different categories. We've got interest rates above 8%. Now these we want to aggressively tackle at the expense of very nearly everything, minus matching contributions to a 401k, if you're lucky enough to work for a firm that offers that. The next level are interest rates that are less than 5%. Now, while these might still be frustrating and annoying to have to deal with, they really don't represent an economically devastating risk to you. And so at that stage, it really makes sense to put your money elsewhere, whether that's cash reserves or investing for more long-term goals such as retirement, or if you've got kids, college planning, things like that. Now, the last level is that in-between debt, kind of that 5 to 8%. And this is where a lot of people fall, especially if they recently graduated. Now, that debt I refer to more as emotional debt. And this is really where your personality comes into play. From the advisor's viewpoint, I'm looking at it strictly based off of the numbers. And I would prefer that you have your other bases covered, such as having those good emergency reserves, having a game plan for your long-term goals like retirement, making sure you've got a proper risk management program in place, and that if we've got additional dollars left over, by all means, let's tackle that other debt. However, if you're the type of person where you get really stressed out about debt and it's negatively impacting your quality of life, definitely work with an advisor to come up with a tactical way to pay off those loans. The key with any of this is to make sure that you're prioritizing your debt. That way you can answer the questions of where are the best places to put our money, whether paying down debt, whether investing long-term, or building up those cash reserves. The keys are